Hey everybody, it's Aisha White, and I am here with my friends Amber and Cody, and I'm talking to them today about the 5 love languages. I have a book here that I've been reading. We all have read to some degree, right? Whether or not we finished it, but we got through it, and we're just going to be discussing the 5 love languages and how Cody and Amber use it within their relationship, within their marriage. And so just to cover anybody who's unfamiliar with the 5 love languages, they are words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. And so we're just going to kind of see how those 5 love languages fit into the context of a relationship. Amber, Cody, thank you so much for sitting down with me and agreeing to talk to me about this. Yeah. And so I'm going to start by just letting you letting the audience get to know you better. So I'll just start with asking you how you all first met.
It was about 11 years ago.
Okay.
We met when we were going to our youth church.
Mm-hmm.
We were in 8th grade. It was the summer of 8th grade going into 9th, like after 8th going into 9th grade. And that's when we met. We were at church.
Yeah. Okay, so you've been together for a while since you were kids.
Yeah, we dated for a couple weeks and then we broke up. And then in 10th grade we saw each other and then we started dating again and we've been together ever since then.
Nice. That's so sweet. Okay, so you said it's been about 11 years that you've been together. So would you say you have you're pretty in tune with each other's communication styles and basically with the look you would be able to know how that person's feeling or yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's easy for me because I wear my emotions on my face.
Okay.
But yeah, we communicate pretty good. It's still learning though.
Mm-hmm.
We still are learning how to.
Absolutely, it's always a learning curve.
Yeah. And do you think that that's true for just anybody at whatever point in their relationship? They're always going to be learning one another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You change every day.
Yeah, that's really true. I agree with that. Well, as you're growing, as you're coming to know each other, I know that there's qualities that you probably can identify. So can you think of certain qualities that you appreciate within one another, and maybe you all speak to that?
Well, Amber, she always likes to try to take care of me and do stuff that I don't even ask her to do, but she knows that she would like to do it for me. So it's great that I have somebody like that in my life.
Yeah.
Cody has a really big heart. He cares a lot about anybody that he meets. It's really, really inspiring. And recently he's been very in the mindset of what would Jesus do, and letting Jesus, take control of everything, and that's really inspiring too, because that's something that I've been struggling with. So seeing him do it is oh wow, okay, yeah. So
That's wonderful, and I like what you even said, expanding on that. It's that's something you see in him and you appreciate that, and then it inspires you to kind of want to be that way also.
Right.
And so not only do I think it's important in relationships that you're continuing to learn about each other, but learn what qualities the other person has and how you can apply it to your life, and kind of they show you how to better yourself in whatever way.
Right.
So it's really cool. And I think you were touching on something that actually is a great segue into one of my other questions. You were saying that Amber is great at just doing things for you even when you don't ask, and that's act of service. That's one of the 5 love languages. And so I was going to ask, what are ways in your life that you see your partner applying your top love languages? So Amber and Cody, they took the 5 love languages quiz and were working with their top 2. And so Amber's was quality time and was it words of affirmation?
Acts of service.
Acts of service. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what you just said.
Yeah.
Acts of service and quality time. And yours is physical touch and words of affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you take that and think about that, are there some times that you can identify where you see your partner using those or putting those into play in your relationship?
For me, acts of service was my top one. So when Cody will do something for me if he sees that I'm really stressed out and he knows that I have to get something done and he just goes and does it for me without me even asking. He like the laundry. He does that a lot. He'll if he knows that there's laundry in the washing machine, he'll go ahead and switch it over for me, knowing that that's something that I need to do, but he knows that he can take care of it for me.
That's nice. And you're not like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna mix the colors and and all these, and like you don't pretend you don't know how to do the laundry. You jump right in, like and help her. That's wonderful.
What Amber's really good at is, even though her love language isn't physical touch, she's really good with, she knows that most time, I might need a hug, or, I need somebody to be there, and she's right there and she just does it. She already knows what to do, and she just takes care of, every aspect of what I need because she knows me so well.
Yeah.
So, but like there's times where I can sit there and walk in the door and I'll be stressed out, and she's just first thing is just give me a kiss, and it makes me feel so much better.
Aww.
Just being right there for me.
That's nice. You all are able to, it sounds like, anticipate whatever the other person needs.
Yeah.
It's awesome. This is sweet. All the feels I'm getting. I love that you all sound like you are able to anticipate each other's needs. You know each other pretty well, but despite that, no one is immune to having differences. So when you two have differences, how do you settle those, and how do you get back on the same page?
We are still working on it. That's one of our biggest struggles in our marriage. When we argue, when we have differences, if we get too worked up about it, we try to just break away and just, take our time to calm down and think about it and come back to it whenever we can both, with a calm, level head, be able to talk about both of our sides. And we have to be open to listening. You have to listen and communicate your feelings at the same time. So that way you can take it in and you can process it.
Yeah. So piggybacking off of what you were saying about, being on different pages when you're having a difference and wanting to get back on the same page and listening, communicating with each other, then I'm also wondering, how do you all cheer each other up? So if you need encouragement, how do you go to that other person? How do you identify that there's something wrong, and how do you kind of bring up their spirits?
I would have to say that normally whenever we end up having a conversation, because we're getting upset or something like that, and we get level-headed, we come to it, and then we start to try to talk about it, and get a result out of what we're talking about, instead of just talking just to talk. But whenever we end up getting a result, it makes both of us happier, because of the fact that we came to an agreement. We resolve the issue, and so just that alone makes me happier that we resolved the issue, and that we're coming closer together because we're able to communicate that. We're able to stay level-headed, not get upset, not fight anymore about it, but continue talking about it and fix the issue.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm a big jokester, so if he needs cheering up, I try to be funny and I try to be goofy, and he's a goofball himself. So if I can get him to crack a smile, I know he's good.
Yeah. So the ways or the things to say that just like make him laugh and just like break that seriousness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So how do you two support each other in your goals? Whatever it is that you all are aspiring to do, whether it's in your career, whether it's education, just within the church, whatever it is that your goals are, how do you encourage one another in whatever direction you're going?
Being positive, trying to come up with, like he said, come up with plans, and when you have a plan that you can work towards and you can do it together and you know what steps you need to take, it's just figuring out, what those plans are, and that takes communication. You just have to talk through, any of the problems that might come up. Like we have a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, and a 10-year plan, and if you talk about in the more short-term goals, what might happen, and you talk through those and get a solution.
Yep.
Yeah. So we talked about the serious things, the being on different pages. We talked about love languages and how you work with one another based upon what your top love language is. Then just thinking about just fun things and how to enjoy one another, I'm thinking, if money was no object, what would your ideal like couples getaway look like? What is that like? Where are you going? What are some of the spots you're hitting up? What are you doing while you're there? Just take me through it.
Travel the world.
Yeah.
Literally. Like my bucket list, it includes Barcelona, Bora Bora, Germany. I love historic places.
Okay.
So like any place that you can go to like really good historic museums, I like those kinds of places.
New
But I
York.
like the beach too. So
Yeah.
I still want to go to swim in like the really clear crystal blue waters. And
Yeah. And since money's not an issue, then any vacation really to me, is I'm happy with, because my idea whenever we go on vacation is that I don't have to worry about anything. I don't want to have to worry about money. I don't want to have to worry about where we're going next. I don't want to plan anything out. We just play it by ear.
Yeah. That's
it's
one.
relaxing.
Yes,
Yeah.
very relaxing. You're not stressed out about anything.
That's awesome. So sometimes you all just kind of like daydream about that, or even like sit down and work through like, hey, this would be a bucket list vacation for us. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Germany, I think that's our top one. If we had a choice to go any like one place in the world, we would go to Germany. He took German in high school, so he knows like 5 words. But it's more than I know, so I know 9.
Yes, 9 means no, but yeah. Anyways.
There are other languages where it's like literally no just means
You're right. No just means no, like in Spanish.
Yeah.
No means no.
Yeah.
I think it's either 5 or 9.
I took Latin in high school, so it's useless.
Ooh, Latin. That would have been cool. They don't offer that though.
Yeah.
They didn't offer it at my school, at least.
Yeah, they told me it would be good for like the SATs, and it was fine, but like it's a dead language, so it doesn't really do me any good if I'm going somewhere.
I was gonna do sign language, but then like the next semester, but then that semester they're like, oh well, nobody would sign up for it, so we got rid of it.
Yeah, I would have taken a sign language class for sure.
That would have been really useful. Yeah, sign language, Spanish. Yeah.
Yep.
I took Spanish.
I took Spanish in college. Not great at it, but
I know a little bit of Spanish just because of people that I worked with before, though.
yeah.
He knows bad words.
I mean, that could come in handy when you're
That's
traveling.
that's the most popular words that were being used then.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for answering those questions. I have a little bit of a pop quiz, quick round where I'm gonna ask you some questions about each other, and I have these cards and Sharpies, so I'll give you these, and what you'll do is just write down the other person's name. So if I go, who's better at X, then you write down if you believe it's you or the other person, or there's a couple questions I have that's just like a one-word description of something. So, all right, we'll start with this. Who said I love you first? If you can remember who said it. Okay, yeah. Checks out. Who takes longer to get ready when it's time to go out? Yeah, Amber. Okay. Who is the better cook? Amber. Okay. I'm seeing a theme here. Who is messier? Yeah. Cody's the messier one. Okay, I don't know how many questions. Y'all got a couple left. Okay. Who never knows what they want to eat? Like when it's time that like no, people can be indecisive. I know I'm really indecisive when it comes down to things like that. Both. I love it. Okay, what is your partner's favorite color? Okay, so Amber, your favorite color is red, and Cody, yours is green. Nice. Okay, and finally, describe your partner in one word. Aw, loving and kind.
Cliche.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sitting down and talking to me about the 5 love languages and how you all communicate with each other. For anybody who's watching, my channel is about communication. So I film my own videos talking about the topic of communication, and then I interview awesome, intelligent people and talk to them about communication through the lens of things like relationships, creativity, the different professional work that they do. So hello to any of my new subscribers that I have. Hello to OG subscribers that have been around for a while. Check out my playlist with my own videos and then with the interviews with other people also. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Cody.
You're welcome.
Have a good time.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week.